Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach and we're doing another Ecomi VeVe video, kind of as per usual, being that we're going to be talking about Coca-Cola and their first NFTs, I believe, and how I think this is actually going to be really good for VeVe. Those of you who have been watching the channel and who really look at this stuff will know what I'm about to talk about already, but let's jump into it. So the Ecomi price right now actually gone down since I last been reporting. It was on like the 3s before, now it's on the 2s, but still nothing too honestly that different. You know, things are pretty normal, not gonna lie to you, 2s. The price right now 2377 on a low, sorry, of 2295 and a high of 253, so like nothing's really changed, right? But we're looking at the block today because the block Crypto.com has posted about Coca-Cola creating its first collection of brand-inspired NFTs. Freaking huge. Let's look at what they are doing, what's happening here. Of course, reported by Sania Moore. Quick take. Coca-Cola has partnered with digital art creator Taffy to release a collection of one-of-a-kind NFTs to celebrate International Friendship Day. How nice is that, right? The 3-day auction, which opens on July 30, will be hosted on popular NFT marketplace OpenSea. Not a huge surprise. Also, all proceeds of the sale will go to international organization Special Olympics International, which supports children and adults with disabilities. Great stuff. Can't find a personalized cola bottle with your name on it? Maybe you'll score a personalized or customizable, digital wearable instead. Coca-Cola has partnered with digital art and avatar company Taffy to launch its first collection of NFTs or NFTs. NFTs are unique digital collectibles that exist on the blockchain. The collection, which Coca-Cola is offering to celebrate International Friendship Day on July 30, features an NFT loot box, which contains digital wearables designed by Taffy. Interesting, actually, that they've gone with the loot box thing. And of course, I would assume that would mean that we'll see like an animation, maybe even like we've seen with NBA Top Shots. And I do genuinely wonder and am concerned to a certain extent, because I know VeVe's going to be doing this too, I think, with, blind boxes, I think. Loot boxes, where crypto people don't want the government, walking in and ruining things like sometimes they do. And yet we're going into loot boxes and blind boxes. Like, we could not be asking for more trouble if we tried. Now, I know I'm going to get some shit for that, because I know that like loot boxes are great to, some people, whatever. But from a gaming point of view, where I've seen companies being basically pressured into stopping those practices completely, I do think it's interesting that we're walking literally towards more legal problems potentially. But that's just my take. That's not what we're talking about specifically right now with Cola, though. Buyers can bid on the Coca-Cola Friendship Box, a digital version of a collectible vending machine which comes with three one-of-a-kind digital assets, a custom cola bubble jacket wearable, which can be worn in virtual world Decentraland. We have actually made a video about Decentraland. Interesting stuff happening with Decentraland. I might make a video about it at some point, but I have heard about some interesting stuff that they're trying to do. The sound visualizer, which captures different audio cues like the pop of a bottle opening or the sound of soda being poured over ice, and the friendship card, a digital design inspired by the company's friendship-inspired trading cards released in the 40s. It's actually quite interesting. So the wearable is interesting because that's going to be essentially part of a metaverse for Decentraland. The sound visualizer, which captures different audio cues, that's quite interesting to see how they're capturing different iconic parts of the brand as NFTs. Each NFT was created to celebrate elements that are core to the Coca-Cola brand, reinterpreted for a virtual world in new and exciting ways, said president of the global Coca-Cola trademark, Salman Kariaga. Sorry if I've got the name wrong. We are excited to share our first NFTs with the metaverse, where new friendships are being forced in new ways in new worlds. Besides the one-of-a-kind collectibles, the winning bidder will also have access to additional unique and valuable surprises, which will be unveiled when the loot box is digitally opened. Of course, this is where the concerns come from, because I know that especially the European Parliament, they don't like this sort of thing. They want you to know exactly what you're purchasing when you purchase it. That is generally what I've seen, at least with loot boxes in gaming, with FIFA. Fortnite managed to dodge the bullet, mainly because they didn't do loot boxes. They were really smart about it. They made so much money without having to do loot boxes. I genuinely think that it's going to be such an interesting conversation over the next 20 years to see how loot boxes and NFTs and crypto and all that, like how I just feel like we're walking towards something that's going to go bad. I'm just saying. The sale, which will take place on popular NFT marketplace OpenSea, will open on July 30 and close on August 2nd. All bids must be placed in Ethereum. Of course, not surprised, right? All Cola proceeds from the auction will be donated to Special Olympics International, a global sports organization that provides children and adults with intellectual and physical disabilities with year-round training and activities. Amazing to see, right? Now, what are my thoughts on this? Well, apart from the loot box stuff, because that's not really the main part of this, right? There are a few things I'm seeing here. For one of the biggest brands in the world, maybe the biggest brand. Let me have a look. Biggest brands in the world. I feel like it's literally going to be one of Coca-Cola. Number 6 of 2020 at least. Literally just one Google search and we see it already. Number 6 biggest brand in the world is already on NFTs, friends. That is really big because it means obviously that they are open to doing more of this most likely. My guess, especially if they're doing it for charity, I hate to be this way, but I'm just saying it how I see it. My guess is that they're doing this one as a testing ground, right? To see how it all goes. You know, it'll look good as well from a PR point of view with the charity stuff. And I'm sure that there are good intentions with some people who work there, etc., etc. The main point is, though, is that this is the 6th biggest brand in the world. Big in Asia, big in Oceania, big in Europe, big in Americas, and Africa, of course, I'd imagine at least, is getting NFTs. This is huge because NFTs, one of the biggest problems I have with it right now, well, not that I have, that I see with it necessarily, is consumer adoption, mass consumer adoption. It's one thing getting early adopters into collectibles. It's another thing getting consumers, your everyday consumer who doesn't even know what blockchain is, into it. And of course, that is what VeVe is trying to do. They're trying to get people who aren't into blockchain on it. And actually, I was having an interesting conversation with a friend today about Bitcoin and Omi. Because, and I know I'm going to get some hate for this maybe, I don't know. But, you know, I think it was Cavell Anderson, I think it was at least, who was talking about Omi being essentially more pick-upable, more whatever the word is, more adoptable maybe than Bitcoin. Mainly because, especially at the moment, crypto is seen as an investing game. That's something I'm really seeing a lot right now. Especially being a bit further away from it. I haven't been posting as much. I've been seeing people's takes on it in the gaming community, outside, etc. And a lot of people are like, oh, I don't think I won't make any money with Bitcoin, or, you know, I won't invest, I won't make any money, this, that, and the other. I don't know how to invest. You know, the reality is that most people, this is going to get big when most people are using it for a use case, a utility that isn't investing. Let's be real. Most people aren't investors. Just that they aren't, right? So I think with Coca-Cola getting into the NFT space and people getting used to this sort of thing over time, it will make NFTs like VeVe's NFTs a lot more understandable, a lot more approachable, and a lot more obviously adoptable for the everyday consumer. Now, the other thing is that this is one product that we're seeing, but this means, in my opinion, that we're going to see more Coca-Cola NFTs as we see this one hopefully do well. I'm assuming it's going to, you know, do whatever their KPIs are. I'm assuming it'll reach it. And of course, then they'll be looking at other opportunities. And my guess is that VeVe will be definitely on the list. When you consider all the other brands that VeVe has, it would only make sense for Coca-Cola to be interested in VeVe as well, right? Of course, that would be huge for Omi, especially as NFTs with big brands like this getting involved. It's looking really good in my opinion. I would love to see it. Of course, right now it's going to be on OpenSea. And also it's interesting, of course, that all bids are being placed in Ethereum. Well, if it's on VeVe, of course, it will be likely on Omi. How exciting would that be to be able to buy a Coca-Cola stuff on Omi? And more importantly than that, for many people to buy Coca-Cola stuff in Omi, that would be really big. I think it's going to be awesome. Obviously, there needs to be an important use case. Like, I don't have the answer for that right now by any means, but I definitely think that there's some big stuff here. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. We're about to have a look at some other stuff. I'm going to post probably 2 videos, or at least make 2 videos today, and then get into the groove of things a bit. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.